Hello, everyone. My name is Rocio Fletes, and I am the instructor for your Math 1332/0132 course. And this is just a short video to introduce myself and to go through the content that you will see in your course shell. So I want to make this short video so that you can find you know where everything is and you're able to find the items that you will need the first week of class and after that. Okay, so what I'm showing right now is once you log into Canvas and you click on the Math 0132 1332. So what you're going to click on is Math 1332-041 Fletes. You will see that course shell in your dashboard. On your Canvas dashboard, this course will show up. And so when you click on the course shell, it will take you to this home page. And so I ask that you read this very carefully. There are some things here that are important to take note of because they must be completed, some requirements that must be completed the first week of class. And there are some things, for example, since this is an online course, you need to have completed or complete. So either you have already completed in the past or will need to complete the first week of class, the orientation to online learning course. If this is not your first class at one of the community colleges and Alamo colleges, it may be that you already completed this course already if you have already taken online classes. But the way to know is you want to look at your Canvas gradebook. So when you read this, you click on Canvas gradebook on the left here. You're going to look for grades. And once you click on grades right here, it will take you to your grades in Canvas. And Canvas is where all the grades are going to be posted. That's the official gradebook for the course. So if you see a grade for this assignment for the OLRN 0001 course, if you see a grade there, that means that you have already completed the course. If you know you have completed the course and you have no grade posted in Canvas gradebook, then you need to send me an email via Canvas by clicking on the inbox icon here and send me, don't just tell me I've completed the course. I need proof that you have completed the course. And the proof that is acceptable is a copy of the grade you received for the course. So you have, you're able to take a screenshot of the grades you received and you take a screenshot and you send it to me. That's the only way I can give you credit if you have already taken the course. And so if you have not taken this course, then you will be registered this coming Sunday on the 21st of August. The department chair of the Department of Engineering and Mathematics will be doing registrations for those students who have no grade for this, who have not completed this course. You will see in your dashboard, on your Canvas dashboard, you will see a new course with this name, OLRN 0001 course, okay? So once again, that is a very important requirement. The students who do not complete this requirement are going to be dropped by the first week of class. You have until Sunday. And so the following week, that's when people start getting dropped, right? So make sure you don't get dropped because the process of re-enrolling you is very complicated and it takes a lot of signatures. So I ask you to please take this very seriously. So we don't want to, and then you're not guaranteed that there will be room in the class. Okay, so that's a very important assignment. Okay, the second thing you will need to complete the first week of classes is week 1 active learning discussion in Canvas. Now, every week, you're going to have an active learning discussion. The topics are going to be changing. And they're basically are activities that allow us to interact as a class, okay? So I will be posting a question or several questions in the discussion board, and you will need to complete, you will need to do a submission, a post without, you will not be able to see what others have posted until you post. So that gives you really that is the purpose of that is to get you to think about your learning. And so every week, this is going to be a requirement. This is part of your homework grade, and it is a requirement that we were asked to have by the president of our institution. So this is a very important requirement. And so every single week, you're going to have an active learning discussion. And then number 3, the third requirement that you need to complete the first week of class in ALEKS, and I'm going to show you where to find all of this information. ALEKS is a platform that we will be using to do all our homework and to take all our exams. ALEKS is a platform where you will be taking all your exams online, proctored. They're going to be proctored. You will need Respondus Monitor. And then that's also the platform where you will be doing your homework. Okay, so ALEKS. In ALEKS, ALEKS is a very nice platform. It has a lot of tools to help you succeed, but let me not deviate from what I was going to say. Initial knowledge check. This is a very important assignment in ALEKS that you need to complete the first week of class. So when you log into ALEKS, and I'm going to show you where to go to log into ALEKS, you're going to need to, it's going to ask you to set up your account in ALEKS, and it will ask you for, you pick a password and your user ID, and you don't have to enter your school email. It can be a personal email. It's going to ask you to set up your account just one time. Now, always go through Canvas to access ALEKS. Do not try to access ALEKS outside of Canvas, because you have a single sign-on feature that we have set up for you here in the course. So always go through the link I'm going to show you, okay? But now, once you're in ALEKS, you will have to complete the initial knowledge check. Now, don't take this carelessly. Make sure you spend the time, because this is like it's an assessment of where you are, and the better you do in this assessment, it'll determine what topics you need to review to complete the ALEKS pie. Now, the ALEKS pie is a pie of 85 topics of review that must be completed by the second week of class. And if you don't complete it, you cannot move forward to the material in the class. So think of the first 2 weeks in the class as review, getting you ready for the course itself, okay? So if you get to the second week and you have not done the initial knowledge check, and you have not done the pie, you will be so behind that there's no way, and you run the risk of being dropped, okay? So make sure that you complete, number 1, the initial knowledge check in ALEKS, which will let you know where you are in terms of review topics that you need. Then you move on to the pie, right? Now the pie has the name of Essentials Topics Review. The pie in ALEKS is called the Essentials Topic Review, which is 85 topics. But if you do well on the initial knowledge check, then you don't have to complete all those 85 topics, right? Okay. Now, the next thing is the first week of class, you have to complete week 1 module, and I'm going to show you where to find all of this. But this is just an introduction of what you expect the first week of classes, right? So, okay. Now, make sure you read all of this. All of this, you read it very carefully. Okay, now I'm going to click on, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm just going to show you the basics here. So I'm going to click on modules. So once this is, I'm going to be sending you this via email also. So you would have seen this already, this as an announcement. Oh, before I forget, I will be posting announcements weekly. So make sure you're checking them. And I'm also going to, whatever I post as an announcement, I'm going to email it to you. So you always have 2 ways of getting the information. either via announcements or via emails, okay? So if you click on announcements here, you will see exactly the same. You click on the first one, you'll see exactly the same as the intro, because it is so important that you read this very carefully, okay? So let's click on modules here. And so here you have the orientation modules. Now you see where it says here, orientation, complete all items in this orientation module on or before Sunday, August 28th, to avoid being dropped from the course. Take this seriously, please. So the introduction video, now when you go through these items, the orientation module has two parts. Orientation has two parts. There's this part, and then the second orientation module, which additional information. So go through these in order, please. So the first link here is the introduction video. This is where you will be finding the video that you're watching now. And then the welcome is the same information, the introductory information. So click on that and read it. The course syllabus, make sure you read the entire document. I cannot stress that enough. Things about the grading, things about the policy for take-home exam, not take-home exam, for makeup tests. If we're going to talk about tests in a little bit, but make sure you are familiar with the course syllabus. Please read the whole thing, okay? And then go through the student learning outcomes. Now the course requirement, a laptop and webcam. Click on this and read it. This is an online class, and you will need a laptop and a webcam. If you don't have one, you can click here and you will see the information on how to, I'm going to click on it. You see, here's the information on how to borrow a laptop from one of the colleges, depending on where you're taking the class. So if you're taking the class here at St. Philip's College, like you are, obviously, you contact them. And also remember one thing, well, let me mention one thing. Chromebooks and cell phones, I'm going to repeat this. Chromebooks and cell phones do not work for responders with logged on browser. Responders logged on browser will be used in ALEKS to proctor the exams. If you don't have a laptop and you're trying to use your Chromebook or you're trying to use your phone, it's not going to work. If you get to the time of the exam, okay, and I know that this is going to happen to some people, you're going to get to the time of the, I hope it doesn't. So that's why I'm warning you, please don't do this. Don't wait until the exam day and then see if it's not, you don't have the laptop, you're not ready to take your test, and you're going to miss the test date, and you're going to miss a lot of privileges that come with taking the exams on time. We will talk about what that means, okay? So make sure that if you know you need a laptop, you get on this week 1 of the class, because the laptops do run out quickly, okay? So let me go back to modules here. Okay, so go through all of this. The timeline, this timeline here, make sure you print this out because you will need it to stay on track, okay? And, you know, go ahead and student expectations, student resources, go ahead and click on those and read them. The online orientation, remember this is the OLRN 0001 course that we talked about already. Make sure this is done. If you have completed the course and you don't see a grade, I need a screenshot of your grades, and it has to be legible. Your name has to show clearly and the grade has to show clearly. Okay, so don't just say, Miss Fletes, I've completed the course without proof. Okay, so show me the proof so that I can give you credit, because I can't just I'm required to ask for this proof. Okay, all right, and let's see, so we move on. Extra credit, let me click on that because that's important. Okay, so every time, you know, I always get asked, Miss Fletes, is there do we have extra credit in this course? And you do have extra credit. And the extra credit that I offer, and I forgot to add a third one here, is going to be when you submit all the exams on time, you get extra credit. Also, when you take your exams on time, you get 2 attempts. When you don't take your exams on time, when you do not take your exams on time and you ask for makeup, you don't get any of those privileges. You have no extra credit. You don't have 2 attempts. You only have 1 attempt. And that's if I see that I'm able to give you the makeup test. You need to have a good reason, right? Now, another way to get extra credit is to complete the student survey at the end of the semester. I will be sending you this reminder. And the way the student survey I use as extra credit for the final exam. So it's really nice to do the student survey. And then there's another assignment that I forgot to put here, but I will be adding it later. The ISLO assignment, that only applies if you're in the fall semester. So for us, it does apply, right? If you're taking this class in the spring, then it doesn't apply. Okay, so let me go back to modules here. So make sure you read all of this. Okay, now if you need let me move on to ALEKS. Okay, this link right here, the ALEKS link is so important. Okay, so you click on this link. This is where you're going to access your homework. This is where you're going to be taking your tests. This is where you're going to be doing the, remember the initial knowledge tasks, the initial knowledge assignment. You need to do that the first week of class in ALEKS, and then you start working on the PI also. And then you have some homework also due the first week of classes. So, but let's go ahead and click on image, and you can do this as I'm, you know, my screen will be different than yours, right? Because I'm the instructor. So you click there, and then you're going to click on load MH Campus in a new window. And it will take me to my, if you don't see this book, it may not pop up with in your end, but I need to select ALEKS here. And then it's going to take me to my screen. Now remember, your screen is going to be different, right? And what I will do is select your class. But you guys are not going to have to select your class. So I'm in the 041, right? And so I'm going to select the student view so that you can see. So I'm going to click on student view. So it looks like your screen. And then I'm going to enter student view here. So it's going to take me there. Okay, so I'm in ALEKS now. And you know, this is where you're going to see essential topics review is the PI. That's the PI, but it won't let you come to the PI yet because you're gonna need to do in your end, since it's because right now it's showing me what I have to do. But in your, when you guys open this ALEKS platform, you're gonna see a tutorial. So complete the tutorial, and then you're gonna see initial knowledge assignment. So you want to complete the initial knowledge, right? So the knowledge check is called knowledge check. So you want to complete that, and then you go to the essential topics review, which is the PI. The PI has 85 topics, okay, the ALEKS PI. But if you complete, I'm showing it here. If you complete already, like for example, it says here 53 master, 32 remaining. So you need to complete as many as you can in the initial, in the knowledge check. Remember, in the knowledge check, you want to complete as many of the 85 as you can. So when you get to the PI, you don't have to complete all 85. Now, the timeline, if you click here on timeline, you have some homework here at the bottom, you can see, right? You have assignments that are due. You see how you have assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3, assignment 4, assignment 5, and you have some, and it will show you here what is due and what is right. And so you can see that. Now let me go back to my view so I can show you. Let me go back here to the assignments. I'm going to show you something. So get familiar with ALEKS. What you have here, let me show you initial knowledge check. This, remember, complete this week 1. And then you have the first week of classes, you have some assignments that are due that are important. You watch a video here where you click here, assignment 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are due the first week of class. These are just very important assignments on help you succeed in the class, like note-taking strategies, growth mindset, time management, techniques for reading comprehension, math anxiety, test taking tips, and so on. Okay, so that's for the first week. And so make sure that you get familiar with ALEKS. The first week of class, remember, the first day of class, make sure you access ALEKS and you start working on the knowledge check. It's very important. Start working on that. If I see that you guys are not opening ALEKS and you're not working on it, that's a red flag. And so make sure you don't run the risk of getting dropped for not doing anything the first week, because you will be dropped if you don't work on the initial knowledge check. Remember, you have until Sunday to do it, Sunday the 28th. So this has to be done that week, okay? The first week of classes, the initial knowledge check, and assignments 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So once again, week 1, on or before Sunday 28th of August, what must be completed is the initial knowledge check, assignment 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? And let me go back to your course shell so you can see. And it's not going to be like, you can't forget, okay? You can't forget. So I'll show you why. So here's the orientation. So go through the orientation, the second part of it too, right? If you need a calculator, you can borrow one from the college, but make sure you click on this link, Calculator Loan Program Fall 2022. Make sure you read it carefully. There is a form that you need to complete before you go over there to pick up your calculator. You need to complete the form online, and then you need to print your schedule and the form and then take it to them. But the steps are here, so make sure you click on this and don't just show up. They get really upset when people just show up and ask for a calculator and they haven't done all this, they haven't read anything. They get upset and they won't. So just make sure you read it and do it the way it's supposed to be done. Follow the steps, follow directions. And then if you stop by, I believe I was told that the first and the second day of classes in Math World, the department chair is going to be in Math World Room Science 101 at the MLK campus, St. Philip's College. But you need to take the form already completed and print it, and you need to print your schedule. Now, make sure you read it though, because the procedure could have changed. So read it carefully, click on here and read it. All right. Okay. Let me move on to Math World. This is very important. This is a mandate that we just recently received from the president. Every student who is enrolled in a co-requisite course like you guys are, because you're taking 1332 and 0132 together as one class, but it's really two classes. So you are required to complete 60 hours of tutoring during the semester, and that is about 4 hours per week, okay? Now, this can be virtual tutoring, meaning online. You don't have to attend physically. You can do it online. And if you click here on the link where it says Math World Tutoring from Math World, right here, you will see the list of tutors and their times, their availability. And so make sure you start during the first week. I will get a report every week. I will get a report of the students who are actually doing this and how many hours they're putting in. And every week you're gonna see that this is part of your homework grade. So we were mandated, this is a mandate from the president, to keep record of this, because we really want the students to succeed. We want to raise the passing rate on this course, which is really low right now. So this is a requirement. Once again, it's 60 hours in the semester. So if we have 15 weeks of classes, we really have 16, but the last week is just exams, right? Final exams. So that gives us 4 hours per week. So make sure that you are putting in that time. And I know that it may be difficult for some of you, but the times of the tutors are very flexible. So I encourage you to go in there and see what's going to work for you, and begin to show up to these sessions and begin to take record. You keep record, keep track, because I'm going to keep track and you should keep track as well, so that at the end of the semester we have a matching number of hours, and those hours are going to be posted in your homework grade. So they're just going to be part of your homework grade. but there is a specific category for the Math World tutoring, okay? All right, so once again, please click on this. Now, if you click on this, let me show you. It will take me to the window where the schedule is. And this is virtual hours. So this is you guys. If for Math World, you would be looking at column 3 right here. 9 to 6 on Monday, Tuesdays 9 to 6, 9 to 6. All of the days except Friday, they have 9 to 1, and Saturday they have 8 to 2. And so the links are going to be provided here. This hasn't been updated yet, but it will be once we get to the semester. Okay, so they're going to have the links here with all the information, and you're going to be able to contact them. So this is going to be updated. It hasn't been, so we will be checking on this to make sure you have the right hours here. So it right here, you see how it says math tutors, all of this has to be updated. They're probably still working on the schedule, and Mr. Peter Perez is the coordinator. Usually what he does is he updates this a week before so it's just a matter, I think he's working on it, and that's why you don't see the times here, but you will be able to see them when the course is published. And if I don't see the hours there, then I'll contact them and say, hey, what are the hours? So you have the schedule here. Okay, so let me go back to your Canvas page, modules. All right, and so the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the week 1 module. You'll have a module every week, and so it's going to look like this week here, week 1. These are the things that you want to complete. All items in this module during week 1, August 22nd to August 28th. And so if we click on the overview, you're going to see the requirements, right? So it says here, you need to complete the OLRN 0001 course, the active learning discussion in Canvas, complete the initial knowledge check assignment in ALEKS, and then complete assignments 1 through 5 in ALEKS, right? That's the week 1 module. If you click on next here, it's going to tell you which assignments to complete in ALEKS. It says, do the following assignments in ALEKS. Complete initial knowledge check in ALEKS during week 1, and then you need to complete the following assignments in ALEKS during week 1, assignment 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then those are the assignments that are due the first week of class. Let me go back to modules here. And the active learning activity, you click on it here. This is the first active learning activity, so make sure you read it and then do your post here. Remember, you can't read anything until you post. So make sure you post your reply here after you read the instructions here. And so that's the first active learning activity. That's for week 1. And then the last thing I want to mention is the workbook that we will be using for, so there's a textbook. So if you click on the course syllabus here, let me click on the left. Let me show you the textbook. This is the textbook right here. You will have access to a copy in ALEKS. In ALEKS, you'll have access to a copy of this. It's an electronic copy, but you will have, I think they do have an option if you want to free of charge, you can request a hard copy, but you really don't need, well, if you want to have the book, that's great, but what we will be using for lecture notes is the workbook. So you can either click on where it says here 1332 workbook, or you can access the workbook from your module. So let me go to modules here, and you see how it says workbook. So look what when you click on it, you can download. This is a PDF, so make sure you download it. And then I'm going to be posting some videos. I'm going to use the workbook as a guide for us to lecture. So I'm going to be posting videos that I have made in the future modules that I post once we start, because week 1 and week 2 is just basically review material. But we will week 3 I'll start posting some videos, so you can watch some videos on the lectures, right? And so you need this workbook. So make sure you download this workbook. It's a PDF. And remember that the videos that I post will be based on these questions. Now the workbook has all the answers in the back. The workbook has all the answers in the back, and also it has what do you call it, the formulas that you will need. So make sure you do have this workbook. You will need it. If you find that the workbook is not enough and you need the book, you can get an electronic copy of, you have access to an electronic copy in ALEKS. And if you request a hard copy, there's I think once you're in ALEKS, it will tell you how to do it. You can find out there, but we really don't need the workbook. I mean, sorry, we really don't need the textbook. We use a workbook more. Okay. All right. So in the event you need tutoring, remember you have Math World and you are required to go there 60 hours. In the event you need to meet with me via Zoom, I am available via Zoom as well. So the way it works is you send me an email and you always email me through the Canvas inbox. You see the inbox icon right here on the left side? Always go through Canvas because that eliminates the necessity to say who you are, which course. It will automatically identify who's emailing you, who's emailing me. And so it's a lot easier, okay? And let's see if I have anything else. Let me think if I have to mention anything else. I think we covered everything, but if I think of something else. So I wish you were here so you can ask questions. I would say, do you have any questions? But anyway, I just want to say that I'm very happy that you're taking this class, and I am going to try my best to get everybody to pass. And really, all I need from you is your commitment to work hard. Don't procrastinate. Just as I will not procrastinate with you to email you back when you email me, to respond to your questions, I will not procrastinate. I ask the same from you. It's reciprocal. In order for this relationship to work, it has to be reciprocal. Okay, so just like I'm gonna give and show all the respect to you by replying, fast, not taking forever to reply to your emails, and and try to help you in any way that I can. You need to take this seriously too. So that's the only way that this is gonna work. Okay. So yeah, this is a tough class. It's a lot of work, but it is possible to do well if you commit to it. So I pray that you take it seriously. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And the way to get a hold of me, let me show you my contact information. So click on course syllabus here on the left side. And now that we talked about the important stuff, now I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, because I feel it's so arrogant to start by talking about myself. I don't want to, so my name is Rocio Fletes, and I have been with St. Philip since 2016. And I'm not, so it's almost 7 years. I'm not new to teaching at the college level. And before St. Philip's, I taught at other, at the university level and at Northwest Vista College as well. And if you want to see my credentials, you can click on the curriculum vitae here. And so I have experience. I have experience to teach this class, and so I'm here to help you. And the way to contact me, again, you do it through Canvas, and this is my email address, right? But you don't have to email me directly by going to Outlook or anything. If you go through Canvas, you can just email your instructor. Click on inbox here, and then you just select, to email from here. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful, and I think that's it, right? So let me see, is there a picture of me here? I don't know. In the welcome, let me see, maybe there, let me show you. Oh, I don't have the camera turned on because I'm at home right now. And the reason why I'm doing this from home is that I was in a little, well, my car is being repaired, let's just put it that way. And so that's me right there. If you need to stop by my office once I'm back on campus, I'm in room, let me show you where I am. So this is me here. And let me go back to the course syllabus. Say you want to visit me, you can stop by my office. I'm in room Science 108K. and that's at St. Philip's College. The science building is not the applied science, just the science building. And these are my office hours. So once I'm back on campus, I will be available during these times in my office. And I guess that's all I have. So I wish you all an awesome and blessed semester. And thank you so much for watching this video. Now I'm going to stop recording so I can upload it. So God bless you all. Take care and bye-bye.